Hey everybody, welcome back. Mike from Spectre Comics. Been quite a while since I posted a video. I took a couple months off. It was early December 2022 when I last posted my last video, and it is now late March 2023. Happy New Year, belated New Year for everybody. Glad to be back and glad that you are here to join me. In the background, I'm working on a t-shirt design. My office is going to be in a dodgeball tournament, so they asked me to design the t-shirts. Somebody wanted to do a spin on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I created the Teenage Mutant Dodgeball Turtles. So it's a dodgeball t-shirt design with kind of a spin on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that's what's going on in the background. Normal drawing process on my tablet. So if you've seen any of my art videos, this will look very similar to the same process I use to create all of my art. But today I wanted to talk about something, and I actually wrote this script like end of the summer last year, and I never got around to making the video, and I finally sat down and went through the script and for this video, and I wanted to talk about how I'm struggling as an artist. And it's not a struggle per se, but it's more of a frustration with the way I'm working on my art, I guess. There was at the end of last summer, I was walking through my neighborhood with my wife, and we were kind of just walking up the sidewalk. It was a nice day, and I saw this truck in a driveway, and it had a sticker on it, and the sticker had this character that I've never seen before. It was a really cool design. It had a nice color palette. It was drawn really cool, and it's the kind of thing that when I used to see something like this, it would inspire me to want to draw and create and make my own characters and art. And and I do that a lot with my Spectre Comics work. I had to create every character and design every character and vehicle and vessel and weapon and building that's in that comic. But a lot of the times when I see things that inspire me, it makes me want to create new things. And here's where the frustrating part comes from. I have not been able to sit down and prioritize my art and creation the way I used to. Now, what little time I do have to work on my art is dedicated to my comics, and the comics are pretty established, so I don't necessarily, have a lot of time to create new things. I do have a new character here and there, or I'm visiting a new place in the comic, but a lot of the stuff is very repetitive drawing of things I've already designed and created years ago. I'm working on a new character now. I did a video a while back for designing the main villain of my story because he was kind of elusive until these next couple issues. But I never had the full design, so I created the villain design. But I even realized that I didn't know how to draw that character yet. I did one drawing of him, but I didn't know how to draw him from every angle. I just haven't practiced enough drawing the character to just be able to know what he looks like from every angle and know what his uniform looks like. And then at the same time, I also wanted to make him look more menacing. He is the big bad of the story, so I wanted the opportunity to sketch him in different ways and maybe change his design a little bit to make him a little more menacing. I haven't even had time to sit down and do that. I've done a couple of sketches in my sketchbook, but I'm not blaming anybody but myself. The further I get in my career, the more responsibility I get, the harder I find it to have time to work on my art, to create things and do the things that I love to do. And, again, not blaming anybody but myself. I have to be the one to prioritize my art and use my free time wisely to work on design because that's what I love doing. And now I'm far enough in my career where I can see retirement, a little ways down the way. It's not immediate. I'm not that old yet, but at some point in the next 10 to 15 years, I'll be retired. And when I do retire, I'm going to use my free time to work on my art hobby. But even though that's a little ways down the way, I still feel that as I grow in my career and as I advance in my career, it will take more of my time and responsibility to do that. I've mentioned before in videos that I'm not a full-time artist. So not being a full-time artist, not generating an income from that, I have to prioritize my time with things that create income for me, which is my job as an architect. So I should be able to, however, find time for myself to work on my art and work on creating things and designing things and doing the things that I enjoy doing. So, and it's funny because I even can't find the time to prioritize working on my comics, which is an established art project. I've been working on Spectre comics for at least 10 years, maybe longer. This storyline, this 8-issue storyline, I'm on issue 7 of 8. I don't want it to take another 5 years to finish this storyline. I have a lot of other projects I want to work on, but I do want to see this one through. I'm excited for the entire story to be complete. I know how it's going to end, like big picture things, but I still haven't written the script, the final issue. And at the time I wrote the script for this video back in September last year, I had the goal to finish my pencils for issue 7 by the end of the year, by the end of 2022. It's now March 2023. I've barely worked on it since then. I've had a few good days here. It's nice because I'll find a couple days, I'll get some work done. I'll be like, okay, if I spend 5 hours a week working on this comic, I'll finish in a couple of months. It'll be completely sketched, ready for inking. And I can't manage to find the time to sit down and do that. And again, blaming nobody but myself. It's about how I prioritize my time. Maybe I just have to be more efficient. But I'm when I say I'm struggling or I'm frustrated at myself for not prioritizing it, because it's a big deal for me. I would love to finish the story, see how it turns out, create a big 1-volume book from all 8 issues, a nice large graphic novel. But I gotta sit down and just do it. So that's where I'm struggling with. And I'm just curious if anybody's out there similar to me, where you're kind of a part-time artist, you have projects you're working on, but cannot find the time, as I'm turning 50 this year, not find the time as a 50-year-old person to sit down and work on your art. So that's where I'm struggling. So that's kind of where I'm at with my frustration, my struggles as an artist. I do want to talk quickly about the drawing behind me. The design was just an action pose of a not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Teenage Mutant Turtle, holding a couple dodgeballs in a action pose, and then with the design of the dodgeball in the background, just kind of as a backdrop. I think it's a pretty cool design. What's not shown in this video is the company logos of our companies that are involved. I didn't want to put that on the video, but this shirt will go on my Amazon merch account, so that we can purchase them for the dodgeball tournament. But I think this design's pretty fun and cool. And I haven't shown everybody who's on the team yet, but I think they'll get a kick out of it. So, same process. Start with a pencil sketch underlay. I just did a quick sketch, action pose, scanned it in the computer, put it on my tablet using Photoshop Elements 2022 for the drawing. And, same thing, inks, colors, shadows, highlights. And I think it turned out pretty good. So that's all I got to say. Appreciate you listening. Thank you. And again, welcome back. Happy New Year 2023, belated. More videos to come. I got a bunch of projects that I want to work on this year, and I've got a list of videos that I'm going to be making. So hopefully I can prioritize making videos, because I do enjoy that too. So again, thank you for watching. Appreciate you being here. We will see you next time. Have a great day.